Boom, and we're going to hit the intro. All right, let's bring him up. What is up, sir? How are you?
Pretty good, man. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. So you have kind of got an idea of the way this works. I spoke to you a little bit before we went live, and you were telling me how, you watched the one that I just did with Cindy.
Right.
So I just got a few questions. We're just going to run through them, hang out, tell people, how you kind of do your thing. And we'll just go from there and see what happens. Sound good?
Sounds good, man.
All right.
Good.
So the first question that, you probably get a lot too is how'd it happen? What's the story behind that?
I was 17 years old. 37 now, so about 20 years ago. I was at a high school party. Just Friday night, just hanging out with friends, whatever. A lot of underage drinking, obviously. Most high school parties. Well, cops show up, start questioning everybody, questioning the homeowners. What's the deal? Trying to break everything up, sending people on their way, taking some people in. And I decided I didn't want to be one of those people going to jail, so I just walked outside and asked, if I could take off walking. I had a vehicle at the time. They said, well, we can either take you to jail if you want to get in your vehicle, or you can take off walking. I chose to obviously take off walking.
Right.
Take off walking down this frontage road, and I was walking about maybe 5-10 minutes. It's late at night. Really, that's all I remember at that point. Well, apparently somebody from that same party who was all drinking as well came and ran me over. Hit and ran me over.
Dang, ran you over? Tell me more about that. So what did they just went off the road and hit you or what?
I was on the side. It's a frontage road.
On the side of the road, okay.
Yeah, so there's the highway and then there's the frontage road next to it, a little service road. So there's not really much of a sidewalk or anything. I was just on the side of the road walking.
Oh, okay.
Here it comes, and it was, like I said, it was late at night, and I don't know. I guess he didn't see me, but he obviously drinking as well, and just hit and ran me over.
Dang.
Totaled his vehicle. Wasn't able to do anything pretty much. I got dragged about 7,500 feet.
That's crazy, bro.
Broke my neck.
How long ago was that?
2002.
2002. Wow.
In December, it'll be 20 years. 21st of December, 2002.
Dang. And you made it this far. Hey, man. Yeah. Hey, I got to give you one of these just for that. Because that's a crazy story. For me to be a paraplegic only going in not even 3 years, I can't imagine, you know what I'm saying, being a quadriplegic at 20. It's just crazy. I mean, we don't realize what we can do until we have to do it, until we have no other choice. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, we got a new follower. Thanks for that. So the next question I got for you is, if you could go back in time. I mean, this is different for a lot of people. It's a weird. Some people are like, "Why would you ask that?" Of course, but it's different for a lot of people. If you go back in time and you could change everything that's happened so far, if you could just erase all that and then go back and then restart from that point, and you knew that you were going to get injured, you wouldn't know what happened afterwards, but you just knew it. Would you decide to not get injured and see where your life took you, or would you rather be here? Pretty much, if you could go back and walk again, would you do it? Would you trade all of what you've been through to go back and be able to walk and have a different life, or what?
Honestly, I don't think so.
No?
I mean, it's probably different for a lot of people, but to be honest, I feel like I still live my life like I would have even if I was walking. I still try to do things that I would do when I was walking, and still have the same friends, a lot of the same friends, and a lot of the times I feel like the walking part's not even the difficult. You know what I mean? It's some of the things that come with it.
Yeah.
So I and personally, I wouldn't go back and change a thing.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm one of those too. I'm like, nah. And even though like mine was super recent, like it's taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
about who I am. And I mean, there's other factors obviously that count into this, but like, it's different for everybody. Like I said, you can't really put a finger on it because some people are like, absolutely, I'd go back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'd love to go back. But it just varies, and it's interesting to see from different people how they feel. Now, just to let you know, I don't think we're live for some reason, but we are recording, so we're gonna take this and we're gonna slap it on there after we're done.
Okay, that's fine.
And sometimes that works out better because like once we're live and people start sharing, it gets all noisy and all these things start popping up. It's crazy.
Okay.
So third question is dating, married. You know, how do you do with that? Or do you want to divulge any of that?
I have a girlfriend. We've been together 6 years.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I met her after I was injured, obviously. So
Right. And you guys have stuck tight, huh?
yeah,
She's your sidekick.
yes, my sidekick, my partner in crime, my
Nice.
rock.
Right.
She she helps me a lot actually.
For sure. For sure. Understand that.
Here,
That's a big
this,
help. Oh, there
this is
she
her
is.
back.
What's
Hi.
up? Hey, howdy. Awesome. Awesome. Man, that's awesome. So
Yeah.
then my next question is pet peeves. Everybody's got some, like, especially if you've been in a wheelchair for a long time. Like, certain, what is it like gets on your nerves is what somebody does, to you, with you, says to you, something like that.
I think the biggest pet peeve is when they try to like just define you from the wheelchair or put you in that little box. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Oh, he's
I think
disabled.
that's my biggest pet peeve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because
For
I'm
sure.
still like I still consider myself the same as when I was walking. I don't like the wheelchair doesn't really define who I am or keep me from doing anything.
Right.
Or, I mean, obviously it does, but not from anything that I wouldn't try.
I mean, I was going to say my biggest thing was golfing, man. I used to love golfing. And then like after the
Right.
wheelchair, dude, there's no way. Like I can't do it like I used to. You know what I'm saying? So part of me wants to go out and buy that $1,100 golf club where you put a 22
Absolutely.
shell in and hit the button, it goes and shoots the ball
Yeah.
out. But I'd get kicked off a course. You already know who's gonna let that on a golf course. Ain't nobody gonna let
Yeah.
that. But then again, it's like you have to kind of learn to live with certain things, and you kind of respect life a lot more. I believe I've learned to take
Yeah.
it easier, because I used to be running every day, and now I can't. After the wheel, I can't. What am I gonna do? Where am I gonna go? I have to wait on
Right.
other people to help me first to like get my wheelchair around and
Right.
all that
Yeah.
stuff.
I feel like that sometimes too.
Hmm.
But all those too, sometimes I feel like I need to take a step back and let my body, because my body can't keep up with like my mind. Like my
Yeah,
mind wants to do all this, I want to do all that. You know what I mean? And
I know
sometimes it's
exactly what you mean. Yeah.
a little bit harder on my body
And you have to
than
take a
anything.
minute to be like, well, maybe I can't do. Maybe I should take a break. Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe I should plan this for another day. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Yep. For sure, man.
That's how I get sometimes.
100%. Know exactly how you feel. So, which actually, I mean, it kind of brings me to another question. Like something that you wish you could do that you can no longer do. Like mine, I just told you what mine was.
Yeah. I think maybe not golf, but I would like the sport wise. I used to, I used to be
Like play
like
some
be pretty active.
basketball or something like that.
I used to play football all the time, or
Oh, there you go.
just anything, any kind of sport,
Be
football,
able to
basketball,
run, right? Juke
running.
people,
Yeah,
right?
just being outside. You know what I mean? That's the
Mm-hmm.
kind of person I used to be. So I like to be pretty active, stay outside. I like to be outside all the time.
Right. Right.
So I think that man, mainly the probably just like I said, play football or something.
Another thing I've noticed too is like, I don't know if you've seen the video of me doing this little wheelhouse, my little hangout spot, but like just trying to put nails up or hang things up that I can't
Yeah.
get to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my power chair goes up and down like I think 11 inches, but that's only gonna get you that far. And I got so many
Yeah.
things like I want to do that I can't get to do, and I gotta like rely on other people, like hang a flag up, on this post I can't get to, so
Right.
you gotta call this person or whatever. But yeah, it's definitely you like I said, man, you just gotta kind of like learn to cope with it, I guess.
It's those small things that people take for granted sometimes.
Right. Exactly. Yep.
Just like literally the little things that
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes too, I wish I could just throw myself on the bed real quick and lay down. Just
Right.
even for a quick second.
Go jump on
You
it,
know.
lay down
Yeah.
flat, and then just get
Yeah.
back up. Right.
Yeah.
Without nobody's help or nothing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Instead of having to go through the damn routine of lining up and then.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you use a slide board or do you are you doing bump transfers?
I use a slide board or my partner helps me with the transfers.
Okay.
But it's a slide board.
Yep. For sure.
I get in and out of like the vehicles with the slide board.
Yeah. See, luckily I don't have to use a slide board anymore because I use a van that takes my power chair.
Right.
But that's what I was doing. I did that. You said you got a van that uses one too, or what?
I have a van and used it more because I also was in a power chair. But when I started dating my girlfriend, it was a little bit harder for us to get around, or we wanted to do things pretty quick, or she had a
Right.
smaller vehicle, so I went to my manual chair, and because that's easier to load up, and we just started going from there. So I started getting myself into the manual chair more often, started every day, and just went from there. So now I'm in my manual chair 100%,
Right.
and I started driving, so I started doing that.
Oh, well, how long ago did you start driving?
Uh, two 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I had a set of hand controls there that I bought off of eBay about 6 years ago, and they sat in my closet for about 3 years after that. Finally, one day, I was just like, I'm gonna do it. I had a buddy of mine who works on vehicles install them on a vehicle, and slid into the driver's seat and practiced going around the block. A week later, I drove up to the DMV and got my driver's license.
Nice. He was like, I got it. See, I had to go through the whole caboodle, man. They put me in 2 months worth of training, and he was just like, give me the keys, man. Let me jump up in this piece and go get this
Yeah,
right
that's
quick.
exactly how. I mean, that's how it went, and I just, I was just like, man, I could do it. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I understand. There is, you gotta go through the whole evaluation and see what you can and can't do. But I
Yeah.
felt like I could do it. Took all the precautionary measures and did all that, and just said, let's do it. Screw it. Might as well try it.
Nice. Heck yeah, man. I might have got a little bit lucky too. I mean, I'm a decent driver. Like I was a really good. I think everybody thinks they're the best driver, but I thought I was a really good
Right.
driver before the accident. And then like after like I had to drive with my hands, like I'm a little more cautious, but
Yeah.
you always kind of like feel like you're still doing pretty good. And I just think I got the guy that was just having a bad day. Like he was just like, man, I've been with like 84-year-olds and like. And he was telling about this one guy that literally almost ran him into the side of a mail truck. And I'm like, oh, man, I got it in the bag then, baby. Like, you ain't got to worry about that with me. I was like, we're good. We're golden. I'm all smooth. And then we get back, and he's like, well, you took some corners too wide. You need to kind of slow down on that inside lane. I'm like, come on, man. He ended up passing me. But, yeah, man, good stuff. I was going to put that on here, too, about driving, but I figured it would just come up,
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think this thing's pretty new. I don't know, I think this is going pretty well. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Sometimes you just gotta try things.
Yeah, for sure. That's kind of where I was at with this whole thing, and it sucks that, like I said, I can't get the internet working right like it's supposed to. But good thing is we're recording it, and it's going to be out there for everybody to watch here after we get done with this. So number 6 is any pain. Like, is there any pain that you have to deal with daily? I mean, obviously, probably, but like, what is it like? Where's it at?
And all the time. That's kind of I guess one that's something too. One of the biggest things that comes with it. You're always in pain, or
Always.
a lot of nerve pain. People always say, I got a lot of nerve pain in my hands.
Mm-hmm.
My neck always hurts. My back, just
Yeah.
always. But I kind of just got used to it by now. I just put it in the back of my mind and keep going.
Yeah, you don't have a choice, kind of. I mean, you got to take the meds they give you.
You're either gonna sit there and cry about it, or you're just gonna.
You gotta get to it. Yeah, it's almost like what's that one I heard? What's that? Pain is weakness leaving the body. I remember when I got home, I thought about that, and then I remember doing like my workouts because Man, when you're in the hospital, they give you some good shit. Like they give you
Oh yeah,
the hardcore drugs right away, and then you're like, man, this ain't so bad, you know? Like I can do this. And the first day I got home, I woke up and I looked over at my fiance and I was like, I feel like I got a metal bar in my back. She's like, you do, 2 of them, like this big. I'm
yeah,
like, oh fuck, and it's never went away. And then I just had to learn to live with it. And like you said, it's always, you never know,
yeah,
and it's different for everybody.
yeah.
You know, so, all right. Well, the next one is, what helped you the most after you got injured? So, like, what kind of, like, did you turn to help you the most? What was it?
Like to help me get through it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, just, I don't know. Like, I've heard this question asked to a couple other people before on different platforms, and I've heard so many people be like alcohol or weed or something like that. But like I've also heard somebody say, well, my kids, or you know what I'm saying, like the thought of walking again or something like that, you know.
Man, honestly, I think a lot of it is probably music,
Oh,
music and
nice.
friends. I got about a handful of friends who's been through my side since the day it happened up until this day now,
Right.
and they're probably a lot of my, you know what I mean, that helped me kept going, or that's helped me get through it, or
Mm-hmm.
that's what I would have to say.
Heck yeah. That's awesome. Yep. Everybody's got to have something, man. I feel like you got to
Yeah,
have something to turn to, you know. Otherwise, I mean, if you ain't got nothing, you're kind of left in a crappy place. You always got to
yeah,
look for something positive, the silver lining.
yeah.
Next question I have here for you is, what were like your hobbies, or like before and after? So like before, what did you like to do? We kind of talked about you like sports a little bit, but
Yeah.
after, you know what I'm saying? Like then what did you have to do? What do you do as for fun nowadays?
I used to be a big gamer afterwards. After I got injured,
Oh, nice.
I
I still am. Woo.
yeah, I started playing a lot of PlayStation, the normal first person shooters and all that.
Right.
So I used to be a big gamer. That's kind of helps
You
me
don't
a
do it
lot.
no more? What's the matter with the games now? You don't play them no more?
I just haven't lately, to be honest. I just I don't know. I just haven't.
Right.
But I used to be all the time, 20, like pretty much 24/7. They I don't know. I guess just kind of haven't made enough time for it. I guess.
No, I feel you, and I think like it's always nice when you can get out of the house or go do something else
Yeah.
productive with your day where you're not just sitting in front of a screen all day.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, when I was man before the accident, I loved video games, and I still do to this day. The doctor even told me when I was in the hospital. He says, "I said I'm gonna turn this off. Go ahead." He walked in. He says, "No, no, 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 no. Keep doing it. It's good for your cognitive. It's good for your brain. It's good
Yeah.
for your motor skills." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Really?" And he's like, "Yeah, I totally encourage it."
And I think it helps a lot too. Like you said, it helps everything and gets your minds off things. It feels like you're actually being productive in something, or and also things you can do. You know what I mean?
Right, right, and that's yeah,
Not
like
doesn't have to
driving
be
and
physically, but
running around, yeah, like different
yeah,
worlds and stuff. No, for sure, 100%. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I still do it today. Shoot, you know, I was just
yeah,
playing Fallout 76 earlier, trying to get this dang armored
nice.
power armor that I'm trying to get. Pain in my freaking rear end. Next question I have for you is travel. Yes or no? Would you like to? If you could go somewhere, where would it be?
I haven't flown, but I do travel a lot, and or try to get out of going out of town, little out of town trips, weekend trips, overnight trips. But
Hmm.
like I said, flying no, but I do
How long do
visit.
you go in a car? How long can you last? Like when you're driving or riding?
I've gone, I've gone at least 6 hours.
I was gonna say because it hurts. I mean, like
Yeah.
me. I mean, I
Oh,
don't know about
definitely.
you, but it just, dude, like the bumps, the constant just having to sit in that car while you're.
I think it's mainly. I think it's like my posture, because my posture's bad.
Hmm.
Most of us
Oh,
we have a little
scoliosis,
we have the little hunch.
the hunch.
So
Yep.
by the end of the day, my back is like my neck is feels horrible. But I just try to push it until my end of the day, and then at that, I'll rest at the end of the day. But I
Right.
try to get my entire day before I actually try to take a break.
That's what I was telling my fiance. We used to go to Tennessee every year, and I told her I think I'm finally ready to try. It's like a 9-hour drive, but she's talking about stopping like in between, getting a motel, you know what I'm saying, resting, and then like getting back up and finishing the next day. So it would definitely have to be like a whole week thing, because, man. But once I'm down there, though, I think we'd be good, you know?
Yeah, our bodies need it. Like I said, I probably don't give my body enough breaks, but you know we do need it.
You only get one life, though. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like we're getting any younger, you know?
Oh yeah. See, and that's another thing too. I feel like, oh well, I'm getting a little bit older. I might as well try something. Might as well take a risk on it.
Right. Might as well. What's the worst that's gonna happen? You ain't gonna come out with a spinal cord injury. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
You already got one of those.
Can't get no worse.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm sure it could, but. Oh man.
I think it's pretty bad what it is.
No, I've started thinking about certain things too. Like, man, I wonder if I could do this or do that and not have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to kind of still think of preservation, man. I just made a post the other day. Preservation is key. Like, you got to worry about self-preservation as well. You know?
Yeah.
Like especially for those who have kids.
Yeah.
Do you have any kids? I don't know if I asked you that.
My girlfriend has a son.
Oh, nice.
So it's my stepson. Yeah.
There you go. Where are we at here? Okay, so the last. Oh, wait, hold on. Before we get to the last question I got for you. Now, planes. You said no planes. Have you ever flown, or you just no?
I just haven't had the chance to.
But you would if you could.
Yeah, I would try it.
Have you heard about what they do to wheelchairs on planes?
That was gonna come to my next thing. That's the only thing that I have any fear about.
Oh man.
Like maybe your wheelchair not getting there or getting damaged or
right.
You know what I mean?
Especially, I mean, with the manual chairs, I mean, like, depending on what kind you got, a lot of them are, you know, they're pretty simple. They're rigid frames, and you just kind of pack them up. And, I mean, the worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to get a couple dings. Maybe they'll misplace your cushion or something, which would be a pain in the ass. But a power chair, on the other hand, you bring in, that damn thing could come out in pieces. And there ain't no fixing that.
Yeah, they're not cheap. Well, neither one of them are cheap, but
no,
more delicate.
No, for sure, 100%. Who knows how many miles of wirings are in these damn things, you know? Yeah. Me, I wouldn't fly, dude. I'm not a flyer. I'll take a car all the way across the United States of America. Let me see the place, and then I never had any. You know, I don't want to go nowhere.
I wouldn't. I would like to fly. I wouldn't mind it, but I'm also one of those. I wouldn't mind driving somewhere just because you get to see everything, or you know what I mean.
Right. Yeah, I'm more of that. I'm more of a let's stop and take in the view, even if it's going to take us a couple more, minutes to get there. Yeah. All right. Well, the last question of the day I got for you is, I think it's an important one. What would be like a piece of advice or any kind of advice that you would give to somebody who's been newly injured? Like somebody was in the hospital right now and they're laying in their bed and they got me on YouTube and you on YouTube and they're watching us talking. What would you say to that person?
Yeah, it's going to get better. Don't give up and try it. Take a risk.
Mm-hmm. But don't take too much of a risk because even though you got a spinal cord injury, it could get worse.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but still, YOLO for sure. Jump on a horse, man. Go horseback riding.
Oh yeah, take a risk to some extent.
Jump in that go-kart. Give yourself a couple broomsticks, gas pedal, brake. You'll be all right.
Exactly. That's how I did it.
Yep, for sure.
Take control of that car and give it a whirl.
Oh man. Well, Josh, I tell you what, man, I appreciate you coming on, even though we didn't get to go live because who knows what's going to happen when you press that button. Man, electronics, I don't know. Eventually, one of these days, we'll figure it out. But I'm going to go ahead once we get out of here. I'll throw this on the YouTubes. I'll throw this on the old Facebook. And then after that, it's just on there, man. Go ahead and share it, keep it, give it to your friends, let everybody come in. And then next Wheelchair Wednesday, we're going to have another guest. I don't know who yet. I'd like to kind of do like the male, female, kind of give it a little bit of, every week a different perspective by a different person. But I'm not picky. That's not something we're going to stick to, obviously, because we're not sexist here. Wheelchair Wednesdays, we get everybody an equal opportunity. But with that being said, is there any kind of closing thing you would like to leave anybody with?
said, that's pretty much it. It's gonna get better. Take that risk.
Yep.
Give it a
I
try.
like it. I like it. All right, man. Well, hey, I tell you what. Thanks for coming on, and I'm gonna go ahead. Stick with me here, and what
Yeah,
I'll do
thanks for having me.
is,
Cool.
oh, for sure. Yep. And once I go ahead and end this, we'll go ahead and I'll talk to you for a little bit, and then we'll post it on there.
Sounds good.
All right, everybody. Thanks for chiming in, and tune in next week for next week's Wheelchair Wednesday.